Hey my loves, hey my loves, hey my loves, welcome to my channel. I'm Bipilo K. If you are new, and you are all welcome. Well, it's been a while since I did a sit down video without doing any makeup, any hair or anything, me just talking. But today I'm doing a very highly requested, well, yeah, kind of, a lot of people DM me, how do you edit your videos, how did you start, how did you... It's all about the how. And it gets a bit tiring for me to like always DM individually, okay, I use this and this. So I figured next time someone asks me, how do you do this, and I'm like, link, here's the link. So yeah, we only have two rules in this family. One, you have to subscribe, and two, please don't skip ads. And yeah, if you're a beginner YouTuber, or you have a little sister, a little brother who wants to start a YouTube channel, then come with me.
Where's my shy head? Is this called living? I don't know. Where's the life like? Where's my...
So yeah, let's start. The first things first, we're gonna start with shooting. And in the topic of shooting, I'm gonna start with the type of phone you use. A lot of people have this perception that you have to have an iPhone to be a YouTuber or a vlogger or whatever. It's not the case, guys. If you have been on my channel, been a regular subscriber, you'd know that I started my channel with a Samsung phone and Android, and not the best Android on the game, but a phone that was functional for me at the time. And for the fact that I wanted to do this is what I was passionate about. It didn't held me back. So let's just leave this thing of you need to have a certain thing to start something, because I feel like it will hold you and your dreams will be delayed, honey, delayed. So yeah, now that that is out of the way, I really wanted to say that, because a lot of people are like, oh, what phone do you use? Leave that alone. Start, shoot your content, and let life carry on. So first things first, before you even start shooting, before you even press play, please try to be yourself as much as possible. I cannot stress this enough. Yes, we have YouTubers that we look up to. Oh, I want to be like someone, or not per se you want to be like them, but maybe you like the type of content they produce, their persona, they are all right, all in general. But I feel like each and every one of us has their own personalities, and with the right people, you get your own market. People will like you, will love you for who you are. And besides, for how long are you gonna keep on pretending to be someone you are not? That's the main question. For how long? How long are you gonna keep that up? So first things first, before pressing that play button, make sure that you are your authentic self, and just be free, man. I know speaking, because it's like you're speaking to yourself, basically looking at yourself on the phone or whatever. It's weird, but you just have to be yourself. Make it as if you're speaking to yourself. You get those moments where you're looking at the mirror like, girl, you look good, like you know, like something like that. And the second thing is, try to have a very clear background. As you can see, it's just my cupboard, the wall, my door, and my little thing going on here. You can try by all means to have it crisp, like one color, or I would prefer light colors, not dark colors, because of if the light is facing that way, you want it to focus on you alone. Like, as you can see, not a lot of things are going on in my background, so it will also make you feel like I'm using a top quality camera, but I'm not, because of the focus is here all alone here. So try by all means not to put a lot of things in the background, unless you are a big YouTuber and you have all these soft boxes, the lights. But now I'm talking to the beginners. And the third dot is that you need to have your phone on landscape, not on portrait. You know how you take your selfies, you have your phone like this, but when you're shooting for YouTube, it has to be like this. That's the first mistake I did. If you look at my first video, you will laugh tears out. My first video, I did it on portrait, and YouTube has this thing, when you put something on portrait, it will compress it, try to fit it into the screen. So that was it. But I can't remove that video because I want you guys to see where I come from. I didn't do enough research on things like that. I was just like, I'm getting a video out. You know what? I need to be on these YouTube streets. I was like, bam, I'm shooting, posted, and I was out. But now I realized they were like, oh, but my video looks different than other people's video. And then I was like, oh, I had to have my phone on landscape and not on portrait. So yeah, that's that. The fourth dot here is that you need to be in front of natural light. As most of you see in my vlogs, I usually look in front of my window because that's where the light comes from. I'm not a huge fan of ring lights. Like, I don't use ring lights that much. I prefer natural light. So what I do, I look into the window. All the light is coming at you, and it makes things easier because natural light wins at the end of the day. So try by all means not to be in a corner, like weird places inside the house. Be in front of the window so that you know natural light is there. Even if you're doing like a makeup tutorial, we can see all the color, the pigment is there, and like everything. So yeah, and now we're gonna get into the editing segment. Editing, a lot of people are like, what do you use? Because I edit on my phone. I no longer edit on my laptop because it's super slow. I'm not gonna lie, it would take hours and hours for it to export and all that. Until life gets better, I will keep using my phone. I use an app called InShot. I will put the icon here. It's for free, but the free version that I use, you don't get other features. So if you pay for a subscription, you get a lot more features, which makes your editing a bit more fun, I guess. But as for now, I feel like it's okay for me. I can edit with that free version. It does everything that I want. I'm not complaining. Now I will try to show you guys how I go about the app and how I edit, how I add music, how I add pictures on top of a video, like stuff like that, because I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? So within a few seconds now, we'll get into that. I'm on my phone, and this is how the app looks. And I get into the app and I go on video, and already there's 2 other videos that I was editing. So you click on new, and then you get all your videos in your phone. And I'm just gonna select one video that I was just shooting now, and I'm gonna use that as an example. You select it and you say right, and there's the video. The app is very, very user friendly. There's nothing difficult about it. I'm just gonna show you now how to cut something. So you're just gonna stop there and press on split, and then you delete that part that you don't want. Like, it's that easy. And if you want to undo it, you just press undo, and the part is back again. Guys, I'm not gonna stress this enough. This is the most easiest app ever. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to add stickers or a photo. You just go on stickers, and there you have all your emojis, or you can choose one from your photos. And I'm just gonna select a random photo, and I will show you how to move it around. If you want to put it for longer, for a shorter period over your video, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. Guys, this is just self-explanatory. And yeah, what else? I'm gonna now show you guys how to add text. You just press on text and you write what you want to write. For example, now I'm gonna write @bipilo_k, which is my Instagram handle, and you're just gonna move it around where you want it to be. If you want to remove the label and just have the words, and you put it on the side. So yeah, this is just how easy the app is. You're gonna make a few mistakes here and there for the first time, and yeah, that's just about it. But now I'm gonna show you guys how to add a video on top of a video. You press pip and you select a video that you want to put on top of a video, and you select it, and you can move it around, make it small, make it big. Then they can play all together at once. So yeah, guys,
this is just an easy app that is free. I mean, like, most of these apps that do all of these things, you have to pay for it. And what else? Now I'm gonna show you guys how to add music. You're gonna click on music and it will show you different things. Now it's the effects on clapping hands and all that, and then you can also record, like when you do a voiceover, this is how it looks. And adding music, you go, okay, let me go back, you press music, and this is all the music that comes with the app, everything. And now all the music that you want that you have downloaded, you go into imported, and there's all the music that you have downloaded that's in your phone. And I'm just gonna select one song and you press use and it's in, and you just have to play around with it on where you want it to be and how long you want it to be. And you can also play around with the pitch and everything else. And there you have it, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And now I'm gonna get into how I create my thumbnail. Now, number one, a thumbnail is that picture that you see in front before clicking on the video. Now, I always say to people, your thumbnail is what catches people before even reading the title. If someone sees your thumbnail popping, they see, oh, there's makeup here, there's food there, there's restaurant there. You should try by all means to put in things that people like. Even if you clickbait them, it's okay. The fact that they will click on that video. So a thumbnail is that picture that's there for you to see before clicking on the video. And now I will show you guys how I create my thumbnail using the same app. I use one app for everything, guys. It makes my life so easier. I remember I was editing a video when I was going on holiday in the flight, and this lady was sitting next to me. She was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm editing. She's like, aren't you supposed to edit on your laptop? And I'm like, nope, use my phone for everything. So yeah, also use InShot, and within a few seconds you're gonna get into that.
Now there's the app that I use, and I get into the app, and usually for my vlogs, let's say for my vlogs, I'm gonna click on collage, and it gives you a maximum of 9 photos to select. Usually for my vlogs, I use different pictures that best describes what's in the vlog. So I am just gonna select photos, and like photos that describe what's in the vlog, and you select and you select up until you feel like, okay, that's enough. And now you're gonna use YouTube. You use the ratio of 16:9. That's all that you use, nothing else. And I'm gonna click on 16:9, and there you have it. It does the work for you. So now you're just gonna play around with it, move the photos around up until you like how it looks. And yeah, and then now I'm gonna show you how to add text. You press on text and you just write what you want to write. And now I'm gonna write vlog, and I'm just writing it, and I'm gonna remove the label and just what I want the words there, and I'm gonna let it grow. And there you have it, a thumbnail in seconds, just like that, with one app.
And with that being out of the way, I'm gonna get into marketing yourself, and that will be segment 4. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. You have to use all your social media platforms. I'm gonna say this in the worst, rudest way, and yeah, whatever, but this is how it should be. Bore people. We should be bored of you posting your channel all the time. That's how it should be. Bore us, so that we know how you have a channel, so that we know, oh, she has a channel, let me see what's going on. 1 2 3 1. You cannot post once a month and expect to have like 1,000 subscribers overnight. Bore people every day. You post about your channel every day. Please subscribe. People should know this one has a channel. Like, you should bore them. Basically, they should say, let me just check it out because she's been posting or he's been posting, and you're like, okay. You see, bore people with your channel. Market yourself, because if you don't market yourself, no one else will do it. Use all your social media platforms. Twitter, I remember when I started my channel, I was never a fan of Twitter, but I am gonna say I have gained a few subscribers from Twitter. Use Twitter. Facebook, also not a fan of Facebook, but I use it because I know someone out there will say, okay, let me check it out. Instagram, that's my main source of social media. I use that to the core. Like, I was saying to someone the other day, you cannot just post one story and say, I have a video on, please check it out. What? That can never be me. I bore people First story, I have a channel. Second story, I screenshot the whole YouTube page. Third story, something else. But it should be like 4 consecutive stories whereby I talk about my channel. Whether you move to the next one, you move to the next one, you move to the next one, you will see, okay, she's talking about the same thing. Let me just check this out. What is this girl talking about? So please market yourself, because that's the only way you will go about it. That's the only way you will win. If you don't market yourself, guys, how will people know? I remember before I reached 1,000 subscribers, I was still living in Joburg. I would go to Gandhi Square. I would go to Gandhi Square around 2 when I know students are out of school, they're waiting for their bus, and I will carry my router and I would go to them. Some would be rude, you know how school kids are, and I will go to them and say, can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? Most of them, they were like, I don't have data, and I was like, I want you there. I have my router, I'll connect you. The other one sent me an inbox last year. She was like, oh, I've been watching you since I've subscribed. You're the one that made me subscribe to Candy Square while I was waiting for a bus. You see, guys, don't be ashamed of your hustle. Also, not ashamed for you basically. Whatever feeds you, you can't be ashamed of it, you know. So I used to go out there, force people, even old people. I remember there was this guy, guys, I would like that guy, his face doesn't get out of my mind. I go to him and I say to him, like, can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? And he stopped talking to me. He's like, and I was talking, so eventually I was like, you know what, stop bothering people that don't want to be bothered. So that's when I focused on school kids, because I knew these ones like things. Even though I know when I connect this type of person, they would watch Facebook, but I didn't care, because at that time I was using like Rain, and you know how Rain is, it's a lot more cheaper. So I reached 1,000 subscribers just by asking people to subscribe to my channel. So go out there whenever you're out. Me and my friend have this thing, Felicia. Whenever we are out, maybe having fun, we always say to people, please subscribe. Even last week we went to the salon and we're like, please subscribe. You know how go saloning we talk as they like, we can't just be talking, you need to subscribe to my channel. And it's funny how usually I take the people's phone and I subscribe myself, and I also click on the notification bell, because most people don't know about the notification bell. So I figured whenever they are sitting at home and I post a video and it pops up, they're like, what's this, who's this? So they're like, okay, let me just see and give it a shot. So guys, don't be afraid to market yourself. Basically, I'm saying bore people. Re bore content, like re bore, unlike not posting at all. Get it? Get it? I think that's just about it, what I wanted to tackle. Other things, guys, you need to do on your own, because at the end of the day, if you're really passionate about something, you will go the extra mile to Google. We all have Google. I feel like I didn't use Google at first. I thought I had this, but basically I didn't. But we all have Google, right? I cannot be your Google at the end of the day. You just have to certain things, find them out on your own, teach them yourselves, and the rest will be history. Like, yeah. Also, what I wanted to say is, I figured a lot of people want to be YouTubers because of Svaneban is doing it. That's okay, because sometimes you really do not know what you want. Also, I'm turning 28 this year, but a lot of things I'm still like, can I do this? I'm still trying to figure out what I can do. Yes, sometimes you'd see someone doing things and you're like, okay, I can do this, I can try this. But the moment you see that you're trying to do something and there's just no, your blood is not boiling, you're not eager for this thing, like it doesn't wake you up at night, then you know you're not supposed to be doing this. Don't force it. But if you know this doesn't make you sleep at night, you're constantly thinking about this. Whenever things don't go right, you're like, what should I have done to make things right? Like, you always constantly thinking about this, like it's bugging you. Then that's when you know you're supposed to be there. That's when you know it's your purpose. So I would love to really say, go for it. If you really want to be a YouTuber, go for it. Like, go for it. I'm not gonna say to someone, don't do it. But if you have the passion and you really want to do this, go for it. So yeah, guys, this is it for my mini YouTube segment. I really hope you get the courage to start your channel this year. And please don't be shy. I know it's hard, but don't be shy, because people need to see your authentic self in order for them to fall in love with you. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best in starting your YouTube channels. And yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and most of all, don't forget to subscribe, and please don't skip ads. And I will see you in my next video. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I wanna grow, just live myself.